Usually I just say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? I'm crying, not because I'm sad. But
She's working on some onions. So today is Saturday, the 22nd of March. And it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah. It's been a busy morning.
It has been. Mom went and donated plasma first thing this morning and then went to the grocery store.
Thinking of you, Deanna.
She's got, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that. Today's her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Deanna. I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna do it right now. Because I saw it yesterday on my phone and I was like, I need to text Deanna tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text her right now.
We've got a friend who's really wonderful lady, and she's encouraged us to donate plasma, and we do, and so I think of her often.
Every time I go to donate plasma, I think of Deanna.
Yep.
She left a really nice comment on the plasma video that I made.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was really sweet. So Mom donated plasma, went to the grocery store. We made dog food this morning. I say we because like Mom and Emma and I were all kind of involved in the project. We are making...
The dogs wanted to help so bad.
They really did. They wanted to help clean up.
Yeah.
They didn't want us to help, like, they didn't want to put anything away in the freezer. We are working ahead on, like, making a back stash of dog food because we have a trip coming up in, like, a couple months. So not, like, very soon. But we're going to be gone a little while, and we've got to make dog food for that. And instead of waiting until the very last minute...
We're doing it as we go along.
When we make dog food, we're just going to make extra. So what we've been doing the last couple of weeks is we've just been making dog food every weekend because we really only need to make it every other week.
Yeah.
But since we've been making it every weekend, we've been kind of like gaining ground. And today, I think we finally have enough for the duration of our trip.
Yay!
So that's awesome. And now Mom is working on this
little baby
monstrous tube of ground beef. We went grocery shopping last night and we brought this home. Because she makes ground beef and puts
it in little single serve packages so that when if you want a taco salad, then you've got just the right amount of cooked meat and you just pop it in the microwave and it's ready to go.
It's so handy. So like when I'm making a salad for lunch during the week, I just pull one of these out, or what I'll do really is I'll pull 2 of these out, and there's one for me and one for Anthony, except on Fridays because I'm not eating meat during Lent. But we have 5 of them left in the freezer, so it's perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Because we weren't going to make it through the next week. But she's got a couple of onions she's diced up pretty small. We used our little food chopper thing for some garlic.
I like to cook the onions first.
Make them soft.
Make them soft.
But we put a bunch of like garlic in here and chopped it up real small. And that was like a time saver.
Now
It took
we're ready.
maybe 10 seconds. It took me longer to find the blade for the chopper than it did to chop the garlic. Also, Mom and I went shopping last night. We went to TJ Maxx. And one of the things I'm trying to do during Lent is like not spend as much money on stuff. I made an exception for this cup because it's strawberry.
Because she loves strawberries.
I have a thing for strawberries and they're so cute. And Mom's yellow cup is in really rough shape.
Yeah.
The handle's falling
This
off.
is my favorite cup. It's Chief's here and it's got a skull on it there. But the handle, so it's been dropped and it's got a dent on the bottom. And then I dropped it again and now the handle is
Loose.
not trustworthy. So I'm just afraid my favorite cup is not gonna make it too much longer.
So she's been looking for either a red cup, another yellow cup,
Or a black one.
or a black cup. And I told her she can have my yellow one when I saw this. Because she doesn't have the thing for strawberries that I do.
Her grandpa loved strawberries.
We're gonna weekend vlog today and tomorrow. We've got some things happening around the house, and then like outside of the house, we're gonna go shopping tomorrow for some shoes for Emma. We're gonna go to the Hoka store. And I've never been to the Hoka store.
I'm excited to go.
I am too, because I'd like to try on a pair. I don't know that I'm gonna buy a pair.
Yeah.
But I would like to try on a pair or two and figure out what pair I would get if I bought a pair. But that's tomorrow. So today is a lot of cooking. I'm gonna do some editing. I'm gonna do some writing videos.
She's been working really hard. She's in school, she's got a full-time job, and then she does a lot for me. So I would not have the channel I've got, which is not a fun channel, but it's a necessary channel. And she's sent me a lot of you all, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
She's really proud of her channel. So if you guys don't know, Mom has a YouTube channel. It's called You Only Die Once. It sounds really tragic, and it is. But she is a dual boarded hospice and palliative medicine physician. And so she talks about all kinds of things, you know, that happen as people approach the end of life, people with chronic disease, and, you know, they might need some questions answered. And she's trying to like help people answer those questions that might be a little scary to ask. So even if you don't want to ask the question, at least you've got a resource.
And you can watch it when you want.
Yeah, and if here's the thing, like what I think about your videos is they can pause the conversation. They can turn it off if they don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, and then if they think, oh, I want to listen to that part again, you know, they can speed it up. I put chapters at the bottom.
And like the patient themselves can listen to it, or the patient families can look it up on their own.
And use it as a resource.
And it's not like the patient family going behind the patient's back, talking to the doctor. You know, they Googled something. You know?
And I've got nurses and other physicians that watch it. Several of them, the material that's been given to me has been by some residents. I've had several of comments from viewers saying, hey, talk about this. And so I'm working on those.
Yeah, so she's really proud because she's up over 700 subscribers now. And I think she could get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And that's just got her really psyched. And I think that's cool. She's uploading every other week right now.
I'd like to try to have them, you know, 10 to 20 minutes, because I think otherwise it's too heavy and it's just too long. And I'm pretty serious, and I don't like being that serious, but I don't want to come off flip in those.
Yeah, and you do take it seriously. I think sometimes you're a little too serious.
Grim. I don't want to be that grim.
You joke sometimes.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Particularly at the end.
Yeah, and when she gives you a cookie for as a treat.
Because they're hard. But some of the ones that I'm doing, they're such big topics, and they really deserve time that what I'm doing is I'll film it and I'll put some breaks in it. So
yeah, like the one right now is about Alzheimer's disease. And that's a really important one, I think.
I'm really passionate about cognitive impairment and about memory loss.
Yeah.
I'm really passionate about compassion, and so I think it's really necessary.
Yeah. So she's broken this one subject into 3 different videos. So, you know, it kind of gives people who are listening to it a little more time to swallow the topic, and, you know, gives me a little more time to edit her videos.
We've got a lot of things on our to-do list for this weekend, and we've gotten a lot done the last couple of weeks. I've been playing in the yard, and I got to do some pool things today for pool maintenance. We've got a composter that we're using again this year. Yep. And then we've got our like little barrels.
So we've got compost waste. She's already been to Lowe's and got some herbs. And okay, we did not buy this dill, and I'll show you. You know what? Let's go do this first. I want to show you some seedlings, and then let's go out and show them the herb barrels.
The herb barrels, because a
we
friend
have
at
some
work,
plant updates.
a friend at work, and one of the nurses gave me a dill plant, and I thought I killed it, but it came back.
I think it's a weed. Let's go. Let's go do something outside first. So right out here by our slider and our kitten, we have some seedlings. These are not catnip seedlings. These are jalapeno seedlings. Mom actually had like a jalapeno in the kitchen that we bought at the grocery store, and she kind of she scooped the seeds out and let them dry on the kitchen counter and then planted them. And this is like, I don't know, a week or 2 later, and they're starting to grow their secondary leaves, which is so cool. We looked at them a couple days ago, and we only had like 6 over here, and now we've got more. Over here we have some green onions that we planted from a HelloFresh box like a long time ago. We've got some cat grass. And then these little things here and here and these. Mom has been planting the like root parts of onions as she's been using them. And they're budding out here, or they're starting to grow. So we're gonna grow some onions, which I think is cool. Oh, and we've got another one right here. And then if we go outside, we've got a couple dogs. And this is where Mom's been doing all of this work back here. And I love it. I love this little path that she's created. But do you see? We have a strawberry. So she planted a bunch of strawberries back here, and I love them. I'm so excited. But we have a ripe strawberry, or at least it looks ripe. And I think it's so cool. So we've got all these strawberries back here, and I love it. I'm so happy. And I hope I still have it. I don't know if I do or not, but a couple weeks ago, I came out here and I had a clip I was showing you of all of the like orange blossoms that we had, or the citrus blossoms, because almost every tree we have has bloomed. So this one is our grapefruit tree. It's actually like a hybrid, so it's got grapefruits and or lemons on it. But like we've got little buds up here. They used to be buds, now they're going to be citrus fruits. This one here is a Hamlin orange, and he had some buds. Here's one right here. So that's going to be an orange, which is awesome. This lemon tree is one that we actually dug up from the backyard of our old house when we moved to this house, and it has not borne fruit since we moved it. But he's got buds everywhere, little lemons everywhere. And he was the greatest lemon tree that we had at the old house. He was awesome. Best lemon tree we've ever had. So I'm excited he's gonna bloom again, or bear fruit again. This one I think is a tangerine. I think this is the only one that didn't have any blooms on it. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's still pretty small. Here's another lemon tree, and this one had a bunch of blooms too. And I'll come over and I'll show you this too. Also, I picked the strawberries that were ripe. I'm gonna take them in, Mom. But this tree over here, this is a lime tree that has never borne fruit and never bloomed either. And Mom has come out here a couple years in a row and threatened this tree, basically, and said, if you don't bear fruit, I'm gonna dig you out of the ground and replace you with something else. And I think he listened to her because he's got limes. And I am so excited. This is a key lime tree. So they're not gonna be very big, but they're gonna be perfect for like key lime margaritas, and I am so excited. And then these two are like new little trees. Neither of them bloomed. This guy, Mom just put in the ground this year. This guy, we thought he was dead, but he's alive and thriving, which is awesome. So no blooms on either of these guys either, but I'm not mad about it because I'm just happy that they're like, oh my gosh, there's a bloom right here. Totally missed that. That's cool. Well, there you go. So also we had like a ton of bees back here when they were still all blooming. Like now the blooms are gone, but like, so there's nothing for the bees to check out over here. But I'm just so thrilled, especially about this one and our old lemon tree. So thrilled. Here out front, we've got our little herb barrels, and Mom has already been to Lowe's and gotten basil, and we cut this guy back already. I need to cut all of them back. I need to make pesto already, which is so cool, because I really want to like cultivate the basil this year. This is the dill we were talking about. So we didn't plant this year. He just comes back every year, and he has grown so tall so fast. I feel like we need to cut him back. This is sage, and I don't think we planted this guy this year either. He just kind of keeps coming back. And then these are chives, and Mom's already cut them back this year, which is cool. Oh my gosh, we've got a second dill plant? What? Where did you come from? Welcome to the club, buddy. Over here we have some mint, and from my experience, mint kind of grows like a weed. You plant it once and then like it doesn't want to stop growing. And then this is our rosemary. We planted this once a long time ago, and it's just gotten taller and longer and prettier. I think it looks kind of like a Christmas tree, and it smells so good. I love using the fresh herbs in our cooking, and then if we make like cocktails, which we haven't been drinking lately, but if we make like a gin and tonic, a sprig of this fresh rosemary is so good in that. And our birds of paradise are blooming. That's cool. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but it's already 4 o'clock on Saturday. 4:26. It's even worse. I want to make the bed, and then I want to tidy the library and the loft because we had guests and the house is still a disaster. I have also, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, okay? I booked a carpet cleaner to come on Friday. So this coming Friday, Mom is taking the day off and she's going to St. Pete because she's got some friends staying in St. Pete for like a week. She's gonna go for the weekend and hang out with them for the weekend, and I think that's awesome. But what that means is I get the house to myself, and I am thrilled, ecstatic, because like I'm sending Anthony and Thomas to his parents' house, to Anthony's parents' house. I'm gonna clean, but since Mom's gonna be off on Friday, I'm gonna have the carpet cleaner come on Friday. I'm not telling Mom. It's gonna be a surprise for when she gets home. We're trying a new carpet cleaner because the one we've used the past several years, the price just went up and up and up and up. And I got a quote from this new company, and it's like 2/3 of the price of what the other place was charging us. I'm sure they'll have to do some price adjusting because our rooms are large, but like I still don't think it's gonna come to what the other place was charging me, because it was just obscene. So I've got, I don't know if you can see, that laundry basket's filled with clean laundry. You can't see this, but there's 2 here with clean laundry. That one's Anthony's. But I wanna, and I also have laundry in the loft that all needs to be folded. And I'm gonna, like, you will have already seen this, but I'm gonna fold laundry, and we're gonna talk about what happened the past couple of weeks and why I wasn't uploading. It's fine, but I'm gonna make the bed, and then I'll show you the loft. We're gonna do some tidying first. Then I'm gonna take a shower because I just feel nasty, and then we'll film that video. So that'll be separate, but you'll already have seen that. It's already gonna be up. But I've gotta put things in order, you know, because this house is a mess. And I will say this, I am so ready for spring cleaning. I'm in the mood. I did the like end of summer cleaning in like, I think it was October or September. I think it was October. Maybe it was earlier than that. But it was marvelous. I'm glad I did that. But now it's March and some of that stuff needs to be done again. So I'm just gonna, you know, take the weekend, since Mom's gonna be gone Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday. She'll be coming home Sunday. Thomas and Anthony are gonna be out of the house most of Saturday. That gives me time in the house to clean without a bunch of people in my way. So I can be like, what do they call that? Not a dust devil. Are you okay? Tasmanian devil. My cat's coming out of Emma's room, and that's not her room. I don't know why she's down there. But anyway, little update. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. Gonna make the bed. That's so much better already, and she loves it when the bed is made. She loves to sleep on the bed when it's made like this. It's so cute. So let's go take a look at the loft and the library. So here's the loft. Can you tell we had somebody stay here? We at least gave them like a real mattress, but I mean, this whole thing is like totally a disaster. Also, there was somebody who left a message about wanting pillows and you live in the Four Corners area. I will be reaching out to you. Don't worry. This is my laundry. It still needs to be folded. I'm not worried about that right now because it's what I'm going to fold during my laundry chat. I've got some things I would like to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to need Anthony's help putting this mattress away, and then some of these pillows are going to be put away. Some of them I'm going to put in my car, and then the library isn't so bad. It's really not. It's just the bed needs to be washed and then remade. Okay, loft and library are in progress. So, sorry, that's a cattail. The sleeping bag needs to be washed. Mattresses are switched. Sheets are in the washing machine. I'm actually gonna take a shower because I'm filthy. Yeah, I know. And then I think I'm either gonna fold laundry or do dinner, but I haven't decided yet. So I finished my shower. I'm gonna go ahead and fold laundry. It is currently, all my watch is in there. It's like 5:45, 5:48. So I'll fold laundry and do the chatty fold laundry with me, and then we'll do dinner. Hopefully this won't take too long. I admit all my laundry's not folded, but I just have socks and underwear and these 2 shirts here left to fold, and I'm gonna leave those for tonight. And then sheets. And I'm gonna have Anthony help me fold the sheets. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do with this shirt because it has this stain on it. And it's like, it's bad. And it kind of makes me angry. It's a sports bra stain. So, I've got a new stain treatment spray that I actually bought yesterday, not knowing that I had this stain. I've got another stain I'm working on. Maybe we'll try it on this and see if it works. The shirt was like, I don't know, I think it was like $7 or $12. It was really cheap, but it's like, it's new, you know? So annoying. It is now 6:50 p.m. and Amazon has been here. So let's see what we've got in our Amazon packages. We have 4. We've got one of these and one of these, and then 2 boxes. Oh, that one's not ours. This is Thomas, and that's Thomas. So we have 2 packages. Okay, that's better. Oh, and the battery's dying. Can I be quick? The Big Bang Theory, the complete 9th season. We could restart Big Bang tonight, Emma. And Big Bang 11th season. And then I bought this for me, Burn Notice season 6, because it's the only season of Burn Notice we don't have. So it's dinner time because it's 7:09 p.m.
We're late.
It is late. The dogs have had dinner. Anthony's doing broccoli for us. Over here I've got some chicken going because we're going to do chicken and broccoli with Alfredo. Here's the chicken. And then here's the Alfredo. We've got the take-home entrees from Olive Garden. One I think is going to be not quite enough for all 4 of us, but I think 2 is going to be too much, but that's okay. We can have leftovers from this. That'll be fine. But I like the amount of Alfredo they give you in that. I've got this warming up. And then, if you notice, we have light under the kitchen cabinets again. These have been out for a long, long time, like months at this point, because this thing up here has been out. And Mom got it working while I was upstairs taking a shower. So thanks, Mom. That's awesome. I bought the new like adapter thing from Amazon.
And I can get the wires looking a little better and stuff it back in that hole, but I just wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, so I didn't want to mess with it too much.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But at least we have lights under the kitchen cabinets. That's awesome. I've missed these.
They're very nice to have.
They're so nice. It just adds so much light and ambiance to the kitchen. And then when we're watching a movie at night, we can turn all the other lights off and then we just have these. It's nice. All right, I'm gonna get started on dinner. Oh, do you want me to preheat the toaster oven? Good morning. It is frighteningly early in the morning, but we're going to church this morning. Ooh, that's still damp. But before we go to church, I want to start a little laundry. Kitchen towels, because the kitchen towels are all dirty. We don't have any clean ones. But I've got a sleeping bag that I washed yesterday, and I'm just going to shove it in the dryer with this set of sheets because there's space, and a sock. Random, okay. we're out of church and now we're walking up to Starbucks because we have about an hour to kill before the Hoka store opens, and we're gonna try on some sneakers today. Emma particularly needs some shoes.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go in and have some coffee. So we were gonna go to the Hoka store. We actually took our coffee. I got a London fog. We took our coffee and we drove by the Hoka store, and it's not a Hoka store, at least not yet, or not currently. So we looked it up. There were reviews on Google and from months ago saying it was a great store. A couple months ago, you know, it was great. Then like last month it was like, hey, there's not a whole lot of selection here and the people are not so helpful. And then the one review from last week says it wasn't open. So we drove by. The door is open. The sign above the door says coming March 2025. And inside the store is gutted. There's like a bucket of paint. We didn't even see any people working there. But it is currently not a Hoka store. So that's not happening. So now we're in Hunters Creek Plaza. Mom is inside another Starbucks using the facilities. There's a pool store, a Leslie's pool store just back that way. And we brought a water sample. I actually don't know where she put it, but we have a water sample from our pool, and they will test the water for free and then kind of tell you what chemicals you need to put in the pool, which is great because, you know, I would rather somebody else run the chemistry set than me. So we did, or we haven't done that. They're not open yet, but we did bring a water sample for that. So we're here. We're gonna go down to the Loop, which is just down this road in front of us here, because there's a couple of like outlet stores for Skechers and Nike, and maybe we can find some sneakers there for Emma to wear. There's also a TJ Maxx store, which we don't need to go to, but I have a feeling we might anyway, because it's right there. And then we have a Pittsburgh 4-ton heavy duty bottle jack that needs to go back to Harbor Freight.
I'm all caught up.
Hooray! So now we can go to the pool store, but I was telling them how we couldn't go to the Hoka store.
No.
Kind of disappointing.
Well, we could have gone. We did go by.
Yeah.
But the only people who were in there were already wearing the shoes. There were no extras.
Well, I just told them there was nothing there for us to buy. So, all right.
She wanted some spackle.
So Mom got the test results of our pool, and our pool water's at like 90%.
And I'm so happy.
Yeah, the pool looks beautiful. We might actually get in and swim later. But now we're here at the Loop, and there's a Skechers outlet here. There's a Hurley clearance store there, Converse clearance, Nike clearance, DSW, TJ Maxx. There's all kinds of stuff around here. So we're gonna hop in a couple of these stores and see if we can find a little bit of what we're looking for. So this is what it's like living with and shopping with an old hillbilly, okay?
Impatient.
So we won at Burlington, and Emma got 3 pairs of shoes. Mom got a pair of sunglasses that make her look like a fly from The Bug's Life. And then Emma got a couple of pretty watches. So we're walking by, this is Books A Million. They've got this little cafe out here with these chairs. Emma and I, were gonna walk around here because we're having Emma start breaking these shoes in for our trip. We're gonna walk around here, have her sit down and change her shoes. Mom just reaches over the fence and grabs a chair and pulls it out instead of making us go in here. There's nothing wrong with what she did. It's just, you know,
Impatient.
impatient. It's not the way we would have done it. We're in the clearance center of the Skechers outlet store, and I found some running shoes that are like beautiful and they fit really well. They're in clearance for $62.47. I'm gonna hold off because I want to check out the Nike store too, because Nike has an outlet store. But if I don't find anything at Nike, I might come here and get these. I tried these, and I hate the like slip in because it makes me feel like I'm gonna walk right out of the shoe. It just doesn't feel secure on my foot. I mean, I like the shoes, but I really like the way these fit. I don't love the price, but I can live with the price. And then Emma has found some shoes, and Mom's found a pair of boots, and she's trying on these pink sneakers for the second time.
What do you guys think?
I like them. So Mom is getting 2 pairs of shoes, one pair of like hiking boots and another pair of sneakers. And Emma's not getting anything. She's gonna look at the shoe inserts. and I'm heading on to the Nike store, and they're gonna meet me there. So this is the inside of the Nike store. It's gigantic and it's crazy. Because there's people in here buying like hundreds of pairs of shoes, and Emma just wants some insoles. But this is crazy. So we didn't get anything at the Nike store other than a sensory overload and a slight headache, because it was just loud and crowded and oh my goodness. But now we're walking over to TJ Maxx because Emma's still looking for like shoe inserts because they didn't have any at the Nike store. I don't know why I thought they might. Did they have any at Skechers?
No.
None at Skechers either?
None.
Huh.
I went into the Converse store and they didn't have any there.
Huh. Okay, well maybe we'll have to stop at like a pharmacy, Walgreens, unless they have them here at TJ. It's fine. Just a little surprising. I don't know if these need words. If I had some, I would share them with you, but I don't have any words for this.
Great way to break your neck.
Well, they're name brand Crocs, but why? Why? I've got big bowls and they've got big bowls.
But they've got the biggest bowls of all.
Those are cute little strawberry tables.
I've seen those on TikTok.
So I ended up not getting the sneakers from the Skechers store. And I'm not upset about it. I think it's gonna be fine. I don't need another pair of shoes. Mom and Emma are currently still in TJ Maxx. They are checking out. So I went and I got the car because we had parked way over there. Emma's getting hungry and I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do for lunch because it's just now noon, 12:01. I feel like we've done a lot of shopping today. We've got one more errand that we absolutely have to do today because we've got to make that return. I'm watching the door to see if they come out, because if they come out, I'm gonna go get them. But other than that, we're just kind of out shopping today. We don't need to do any grocery shopping because Mom and I did that Friday. But we need to figure out lunch because Emma's hungry, and you know what? I'm kind of peckish too. And I've got all the windows open in the truck because Mom picked up chlorine at the pool store. And so when I got in the truck, I was like, it smelled like chlorine in here. Anyway, that's my update for now. I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so we were in this line over here waiting for this stoplight, and we missed this accident by like, I don't know, 10 seconds. I didn't see what happened, but then all of a sudden, like we were like, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 car lengths back from the light, and everybody in the cars in front of us got out of the cars and was like standing around this car here.
Yeah, 3 of them pulled out of the line and just parked on the side.
Yeah, several of them pulled in the ditch, and they were on the other side of the road, so I don't know why they're there. It doesn't make any sense. Like, here's another car that's just like parked in the center. But this car here, this Chrysler, and then this car here in the intersection,
I would get away from that car.
were damaged.
Dripping out of the crushed front end.
Is it? Yeah, I wouldn't stand next to it. I wouldn't stand in the intersection like that. I have no idea what happened. Clearly, this car hit this car, but like the damage to this car is on the other side of the vehicle. It's on the passenger side. I have no idea how they managed that.
Yeah.
And we're parked in front of Starbucks, not
and it
because
does look like everybody else is okay. Like the guy who was in
the guy that was in the car, like that got hit, is still in the car, and I wonder if he's just like
not wanting
staying
to get
in the
out.
vehicle.
Some doors have like locking features that get tripped, which sounds counterintuitive, but
There's a police car here now.
Yeah.
But we're parked in front of the Starbucks because we were hungry and we ordered some sandwiches. So we're not sitting here to like looky-loo. I promise. We're here because, you know, we actually ordered food here before any of this happened. There's the fire truck.
wow, there's 2. Oh, there's a fire truck and an ambulance. Duh.
That was quick.
But the guy who was in the worst car.
Oh, and they're going to block the whole intersection. Oh my goodness.
God.
I'm glad we're going to be in here for a little while.
So glad we got here before they got here.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd never be able to come in here. And we'd never be able to make it that way either. We're going to be stuck here for a little while. Or we can go out the other way, which is still going to be a pain, but that's okay. But there's like a Home Goods back here that's also in it's like connected next door to Marshall's. So we're gonna go and walk around there, and then we'll head to the the Harbor Freight. So we're sitting here eating our food. I've got a sausage and egg and cheddar English muffin sandwich. Mom got the egg bites.
Mm-hmm.
The driver of this vehicle must be okay because the ambulance drove away and turned its lights off. So it's gone. Some of the cars that were parked in the ditch are gone. And then the sheriffs like showed up and had these two dorks who were standing with their car. They had them move into the median, which I think was a good choice. And now here comes another siren.
What do you think?
I think this is a lot faster response time than we had for our accident. So we won at Marshall's and Home Goods. Yay! And I have to tell you, I've figured out Emma's magic power. Emma's magic power is manifestation. When we get in the car, I'm gonna tell you why.
Sorry.
So, was it last night? No, today's Sunday.
It could have been yesterday because we were talking about mine with the dent in it.
So, no, it was Friday night when we bought this.
Okay.
So Friday night, Mom and I went to TJ Maxx, and Mom's been looking for a replacement to her cup, right? And so she was looking for a red one, a black one, another yellow one. And I told her she could have mine because I was gonna buy this because I just love strawberries and it's so pretty. We got home, I showed Emma my new cup with the strawberries. And Emma goes, if they have one with watermelons or cherries, I want that one.
I want that one.
So today, you know, we're walking around. I wasn't specifically looking for one with cherries. What did we find today?
I found one with cherries and they have little butterflies.
She has the special manifestation power. When we bought the tapestries,
Like getting to Taylor level spooky.
when we bought the tapestries for the house, Emma had just like the week before, 2 weeks before, been like, I think I want tapestries for this
And
hallway.
Auburn gave me the weirdest. She was like, tapestries?
Yeah,
Are
well,
you out of your mind?
You know, like the really chintzy, they're like handkerchief thick, they're like really, really thin.
And they have like Mandela.
Tapestries. Yeah. And I'm just thinking of the kind of tapestry that people would hang up in their dorm room, and I'm like, I don't want that in our house.
But
you know?
I'm thinking like medieval castle tapestry.
That's what I would have hoped for, but my hope
I
that
was
we
thinking
could have
of an
found
old
it was
rug.
like low, and Mom wasn't even thinking of that at all. So lo and behold, Mom and I went to the Renaissance Fair like a week or two later, and there's a whole booth, and they're beautiful tapestries, and I'm like, okay, obviously we're getting some, so we did. Now we had them at the house, and then today she's like, I think I want a cherry cup. And we found her a cherry cup. There was one, it was really cute. It was like, it had bows kind of like this, but they were big and they were pink. And I was like, I bet she likes that one better. And she, like, Mom texted her with pictures of the cherries and the bows. And she goes, oh my gosh, the cherries. So,
I mean, the bows were pretty, but they were only on the top, like the bigger part, and they didn't go all the way to the bottom.
okay.
Yeah. But I love this. It's so pretty. I'm so excited.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm thrilled.
Return time. And this is our last stop before we head home. So you can't really see it, but between those trees it says pinch a penny, because when I was in the hardware store making the exchange for, or the return for the jack,
Whatever.
I got back out to the car, and Mom and Emma had discovered that the chlorine bleach the chlorine for the pool that Mom had got at the pool store earlier
It leaked.
was leaking, and it leaked all over the inside of the car.
Oh,
So they had emptied the middle part of the car that Emma's sitting in,
It
like the
reeks
floor.
of bleach in here now.
It smells clean. But we are here at the pool store trying to exchange the chlorine jug because it's like liquid chlorine.
Yeah.
So she's trying to exchange it for one that doesn't leak, because like the top on them does not screw on all the way tight, and it's vented, and that's on purpose. But like it's leaking from the bottom, and that's not on purpose.
No.
So we're gonna. Oh, here she comes. Hold on. Okay, so Mom had taken the jug in to try to exchange the jug, and the guy told her no. Well, he didn't tell her no. He was gonna exchange the jug for $15, and then he was gonna give her a smaller jug.
So she'd get less.
So you get less. He's like, I'm not gonna charge you for the chlorine, but you have to pay for a new jug because we're gonna throw the old one away. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. We didn't break it. We were given this jug broken. Ugh. So annoying. So we still have the leaky jug.
But we're headed home.
Yeah, we're gonna
On
go
the bright
home.
side.
Yeah. All right, we are home. The car is unloaded, and I wanted to show you a little bit of what we bought today. So we have some of these strawberry purines. These are my favorite. I love the strawberry. Mom got a scissor pack at the Home Goods store. It was 6 pairs of scissors? 6 pairs of scissors. No, 5 pairs of scissors for $7. These are gonna be Emma's and my Easter candy. Mom found a green Hydro Peak when Emma got her cherry one.
Mine was on sale.
Yeah, Mom's is $10. That's cool, and it's pretty. We got a pumpkin pie syrup. We got a winter spice syrup. We got a strawberry syrup. And then we got these 2 like alternative spirits. So this is kind of like a fake gin. There's no alcohol in it. And this one is a fake tequila. They also had a fake rum, but we're not big rum drinkers. But I already used the gin to make a fake cocktail. And I'm calling this the Herb Garden because I picked some rosemary and some basil and muddled it. And then I let the gin, the baked gin, sit on that for a little while. And then I used some blackberry syrup, like we've got a Torani blackberry, and that, and some lime juice and ice. And it's really yummy. And Emma's doing all the dishes. Anthony's still playing a game. Oh, I got him some hazelnut decaf coffee pods so he can take these to work because he has to go into the office now and they've got a coffee maker there, but he doesn't handle the caffeine very well anymore, so. Oh, and my other video went live today. That's nice. Hi, kitty cat.
150 people have already watched.
Already?
Yeah.
It's only 2:30. It's now 5:22 p.m. and I have edited the cruise vlog that's gonna go live tomorrow. And now I'm in my bathing suit because Mom and I are gonna get in the pool today because it's just so beautiful out. I forgot that this TV is completely manual. You have to push the button. But I think we're gonna watch like maybe YouTube or something. I don't know. Haven't exactly decided yet, but we're gonna watch something. I think I told you we ordered Olive Garden for dinner on Friday and we are still working through the leftovers. And this is the lasagna from my tour of Italy. Mom made some really yummy garlic bread. And then this is some Alfredo sauce. So. Well, it is late. Well, it's really not all that late. It is 9:33 p.m. So we watched a movie. We're running the robot vacuum downstairs. I've just brushed my teeth, so I'm wearing my mouth guard, and I'm ready to go to bed.
Bedtime.
Tomorrow's Monday, so it is back to work tomorrow. But this was a really nice weekend. I feel like we got some things done. I feel like I got to relax today. School starts back up tomorrow, so I've got homework due starting tomorrow again. It was nice having a week off homework. This last week was spring break for me, so that was nice. But back into the usual routine tomorrow, and lots of things happening this week, so I might actually vlog this week. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna say goodbye, thanks for watching, and you guys will see me in another video really soon. Bye!